Now then, so we have a bit of a weird one today. It's a list I was kind of messing about with. As you are probably well aware, I absolutely love playing vampires, and I kind of thought, we'll see how it works with relics. And it's generally done reasonably well. Just because the relic package is already kind of nice and it's kind of enough to carry you early on, and then we're using that sort of big hitter of like Caranthea onto an Unseen Elder as a bit of a finisher in the place of something like a Koshi. We're also not running what's her name, She Who Knows, mainly because I mean it's personally how I feel about it is I think a lot of people respect the She Who Knows even if you're not running it. So yeah, we're going for that. I kind of used the core of the weather deck I was running a while back, and then we just kind of chucked in a lot of the new good cards, chucked in some relics, and I was going to mess with this a bit more, but I was like, in all honesty, the deck looks pretty nice. And so I've been running it for a bit, and I wasn't too bothered if it didn't do well because I'm not planning for monsters to be in my top four. But yeah, here we are. So as always, if you want to see more content, much appreciated if you could subscribe, and I'll go into the games. Fun, the no fun matchup. So this could be Clog, this could be Ball. I think we're alright against Ball, just because we have so many veils for the important stuff that they could lock, and there's only so much in the way of tall removal. Hopefully they're not playing Vincent. Sorry, I'm just trying to get stuff plugged in down here. So I'm slurping off camera right, camera left even. I mean this hand isn't too bad, is it? It's not too bad. Taskmaster's reasonable keep. Kinda want more relics though. Let me chuck it, chuck that. Reasonable enough start, isn't it? Reasonable enough. We can work with this. We can definitely work with this. What we'll probably do is one Naglfar, mainly because like about half of them are relics. I mean we can rest a little easier that we probably hit out of Naglfar. We more often than not we hit at least like a Wisp-S, Brew-S, or Ratcatcher-S, and the other one gets put on top of the deck, which is a little sad if they choose to play. And I always forget Gorgabed, even Gorgabed, not Hankaduk. Oh, we see what happens. We see what happens. What we'll probably do is we'll play Witch Apprentice and chuck the Crystal Skull on it and say, okay, if you want to take it out, you can take it out, but you got to commit a fair bit. Because I mean, that's a little much. That's a little excessive, all things considered, isn't it? Okay. I mean, we'll throw it down. And as I say, like, this is removable from, but if they want to, they need to use something like a Vincent or like a Yenver, or if they're in like Vilgefortz, and if they want to do that, I'm perfectly fine with that. Absolutely perfectly fine. Also, a really good hit there. And now we just need to get lucky. Every time, man, every time. That puts us exactly 25, so this will start ticking. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I didn't look at the other card. It was Queen of the Night, wasn't it? Thinking about it, maybe. I don't mind running the double purified just for this exact situation where there's imprisonment roaming about. And Queen of the Night isn't like bad, even if you don't need the purify, just because 4 bleeding in combination with Unseen Elder is pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Yeah, so we'll Cancian. This is fair enough, and as always they don't really like to pass just because the situation is kind of a bit threatening for them. But we'll probably be passing after this turn. It's Queen of the Night. So yeah, this basically represents like a what's his name? Basically represents like a Joachim later on. So I mean, I'll take that. I will definitely take that. I mean, we could play Deathlife, but that feels like a commitment. We're up by a lot. We're up by a lot. So like, Ronda's got no. Stop it, Ronda. Ronda's got the football on, and this is my commitment to this. I'm recording instead of beautiful. Vincent commitment is fine with me. I'm recording this instead of watching the football, and I'm gonna like watch it later on. No, I know, but I'm gonna watch like highlights and stuff later on. But she's basically doing a commentary. Little shit, basically. Little shit. We really want to find the other current as well. You're not current? Oh my god.
A superb specimen, truly.
What do we want to do here? What do we want to do here? This is going to be super sad. I hope we don't go far enough where we need to play this. I think Coranthea into Unseen Older is definitely reasonable here. I know it does boost that up, but what can you do? What can you do? So we'll put it at 7. So the reason being, I know that's like using 2 leaders, and in this matchup it's kind of But if we don't, then they have the option to like Imprisonment that, and then coup it, and then we have an Unseen Order that we can't really deal with. Perfect. We'll just play the other one then. Not quite yet though. Not quite yet. We'll be nice and patient about it. We're not gonna do this. You know, if they want to Imprisonment and coup it, I'm fine with that. I'm not fine with them doing it to Unseen Older though. Definitely not fine with that. But you know, this hand can get stuff done. This hand can get stuff done. Alright, purify off this one time. Never in my life have I been punished. Ooh, that is some high value purify. Ooh. Really don't know why they're going for this, to be fair. Doesn't really make sense to push as hard as they are here. But I'm not going to complain. Oh, they probably hit like an absolute god hand. Ooh, don't like you. Don't like you. But you know, we'll figure it out. We'll get there. We'll get there. That's a little slow. That is a little bit slow. Yeah, they don't have. I mean, the ball's not giving them much value at all, to be fair. I mean, this is reasonable enough to play. It gives them the pass, but I mean, I don't think we care. You know, if they want to take the pass, then we can just play Gentian, and then we're laughing. If we absolutely have to, then like we play the Unseen Elder. It's kind of sad, but it's whatever. Yeah, that's literally like a. Okay, they just want this, don't they? So yeah, we'll just go Elder. Because I think if they're going for this, then that last card is probably Usurper. So I think we might need it if they choose to play Usurper. If they don't, then I'll have to do a bit of quick maths, but I think Gentian gets us ahead. That was a really good hit, so I'm gonna take. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4 from that. And then we gain another 2 from this. So, well, 6, but then, yeah, it's more than enough, more than enough. Yeah, I just wanted to be doubly sure on the maths. It wasn't. Oh, could we pass there? I didn't even consider that. I don't know. It's not worth thinking about. 2 crowns is nice, though. Don't really need you though. And you're a little sad. Perfect. Perfect. I mean, 2 crowns aren't bad. Not too bad at all. I mean, there was maybe an argument for keeping the Purify. Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely fine. Because we can just play Conqueror. That gives us dominance back. I mean, what did got left at Gwent? It's a little disappointing since that's like an 8. Gives them like an 8. If they got like Kuyo game, it's gonna get a little bit sad. A little bit sad. Little last turn of dominance here. Good. Oh wait, no. They used Cancerella round 1, didn't they? Alright, a little bit of a sad one. But I think that's fair enough. Obviously if we'd have drawn Brew S early on, this would have been quite different. Yeah. You got the win. But confident enough, considering that's going to be arguably one of the worst matchups. It could have gone a lot worse. Alright, after that, Nilfgaard game, I'll take some poisons. Since we'll do a little better here. We'll do a little bit better. I don't think I'm ever going to draw. I was going to say never going to draw Brew S, but there she is. Got to have a bit more faith, I think. I don't really want 2 Bruxes. We maybe drop one of these. I don't know why I was hovering as though it mattered which one, but here we are. So, start us off. It would be ridiculously ballsy to go for Naglfar here. As tempting as it may be. What we'll look to do with Crystal Skull as well is, I expect to maybe use like a couple of poisons. So what we'll probably try and do is hold the Crystal Skull as long as we dare. Oh, you're not too bad. You're not too bad at all. I mean, in fairness, we have Brew S as well, so that's pretty safe against poisons. I would much prefer this being damage crone. Roland this early doesn't seem like an amazing idea. I mean, we maybe just kill that with Imler's Wrath. And my fear then is like, do we just get... No, we don't get clapped by a Witch Hunter. If we're careful with a Witch Hunter, we're perfectly fine. Just because it applies to the tallest unit, and with Carapace we can make sure the tallest unit isn't really a threat. So maybe this works out. It would be a nice change. After some of the games I've had recently. But we're probably looking to play Weavess. And then Ganthian. Then we... I'm gonna lose your teeth too. 4 points isn't a big ask, and we kind of want to get a bit of a push going. So we play Conqueror actually. It's less committal, but it's like enough tempo. It's like 8 points of tempo, that's kind of fine with me. I mean, genuinely, I think the Crohn's package just generally has a place in monsters now.
These marvels, they dazzle. Oh,
And that's kind of fine, because he's not ticking for a huge amount. And I'm happy enough to like get out the round at this point. Because they need to commit quite a bit of coins, some form of coin generation to get that soul actually worth something. Okay, self-poison, that's fine. But that doesn't pull him ahead. That pulls him even. We can go down to 4 and then we'll go to a long round, but is what it is, I guess. We're going to a long round. I guess we're going to a long round. So we'll try and get our hand together. Because we're going to get dry passed on, so we'll just set this up as nice as possible. Don't want you. 2 of these is ambitious. And I'd rather have the Purify. I'm going to say, do you push there? I don't think you do. Yeah, I think in this matchup, I'd normally hold on to that, but I mean in this matchup it really doesn't make sense. Rat Catcher-S could get really awkward as well, just because that's probably going to end up getting quite tall. Which means it probably ends up getting hit by a Witchfinder if they're running one. Witch Apprentice I'm fine with. Taskmaster's pretty nice. Taskmaster is pretty nice. But let's keep digging. Alright, one more pull. I think if anything's going to go, it's Witch Apprentice. Maybe. Yeah. Oh, there it is. I was kind of hoping we get down to... We found one of the golds, so like we're guaranteed to at least get like Whispers or Death Laugh. Oh, a little bit stressy there. A little bit stressy. Hoping we... yeah, but we get there in the end. And we can use our leader pretty smartly here. Try and kind of float it around in the right spots, like throw 1 onto Unseen Elder.
spill but a drop and I'll put you ghoulies in a vice. Spin till you scream.
They have 4 coins. I think honestly, we maybe just scrap what I said. We just absolutely go for it here, because we can kill this. Well, we can't kill this. Sorry, we can set up an Unseen Elder that they can't kill, rather. Like eventually, like maybe Philippa steals it, but we need to address this sooner rather than later. And it's that tallest unit, and it's veiled, so good. Orson is absolutely fine in my book. Absolutely fine in my book. Cool. Sad. These things happen. These things happen. This is also kind of why I didn't keep the Witch Apprentice, just because they're gonna clean up our stuff pretty well. Probably play Rat Catcher-S as well.
My lads will make sure of that.
Yeah, I think if we're gonna play it, we need to play it now. Because they can steal it now. But if they steal it, we're really, really happy. Because Philip is very, very scary. Very, very scary. And what we'll look to do as well, I mean, if they don't go up to full coins here, we'll play Unseen Elder. Just because my fear is when they're at full coins, that's when it gets a little bit spooky, a little bit spooky. And that is almost certainly our unseen older target. Just because now, as soon as they start setting up to 9 coins, we vest, boop, boost that up, and we're laughing. We are laughing. Yeah, so that's what they're doing now.
Oh, his digits dropped out. Oh, let's set him back on.
Like, I know I was going for that, like, oh, this is good, we can steal this. Nah. They could, like, Professor, in which case we have to, like, Oberon and pray that we get the boost. Is it like a Navigator? I think it's boost by 3. But yeah, I can tell they really want to steal this. So we just do everything in our power to say no. And off the Naglfar, I think Detlef is the best thing to go off the Naglfar. Okay. I think that's the last time they can do that. He's dying. He's dying. I mean, he can, like, Gellert and boost it. Hammond. It's fine, we can set up Sabbath again so this isn't ticking for a lot. So that's 6, 12. It does mean we lose a turn of bleeding, but I'd rather that. I'd rather that. Run our back row. And we'll go front, spread it out a little. Couldn't that have hit, man? Could that not have hit? What we'll probably do is, like, maybe... I don't know, man. I'm still like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I feel like I'm proper leaning forward, like, getting into it, because I think we have a fair old chance here. Fair old chance. I think what we probably do is we Queen of the Night on there, Detlef ping. It's a huge waste of bleed, but at the same time we get value from Detlef, so like we don't care too much. Yeah, I think that's maybe the way to go.
Your blood smells sweet.
Just because we're lacking a little bit in ways to deal with that, short of like praying that Unseen Elder hits it, which I think is a little bit of a questionable line. But I think they don't have a Philippa. I don't think you play like this if you have a Philippa. Jox is absolutely sweet with me. It does mean that we may lose some value on the bleed, but I mean, if it happens, it happens, doesn't it? That's sad because we don't want to hit. We do want to hit that actually.
I have lived long and seen all, and I am bored with it.
I mean, it's one of these two, isn't it, basically? Is there anything we care about boosting? Oh, not really, not really. We'll just take the damage. When in doubt, just take the damage. I mean, they can get counteract catchers. It's not bad, but we're looking okay. We're looking okay. And we can damage some armor with Detlef. Amazing, amazing stuff. I mean, they get reasonable value there, with them dealing 4, but
We'll help one.
so last card to poison them. I get to hit the armor. Amazing, amazing. All right, so they can kill something. They can kill like a 6. Move the poison off Hammond and then kill a 7.
Hand it to you. Good work.
Whew. Good stuff. Good stuff. I kind of like this deck. I'm about it. I'm definitely about it. But I'll call it there. I'll call it there because I want to go watch football. But we saw what happens when you get controlled to within an inch of your life, and then against a pretty good deck. I mean, Pirate's Curve is not like a bad deck by any means. It's still very strong, and that's a very convincing win. So yeah, pleased with that one. And we'll have another one coming on Sunday.